we are wrapping up week 2 of Big Fury 6 with the Battle of the Unbeatens. The last 2 unbeaten teams in the Fury Football League. Hello, everybody. I'm Keith Avalone from Play Games. Sam is running the board tonight, and we have a colossal battle that will determine who has sole possession of the Big Fury 6 at the end of 2 weeks. It's the New Orleans Big Fun and the Minnesota Chill. As you can see, we've kind of revamped our Fury League studios. We're trying to fill the void that's been left by the suspension of all sports, so we wanted to make this look as much like Sports Center as we could. I'm even wearing a tie, all right, just like Troy Aikman, okay? So, quick recap of the first 2 games of the week. We played them yesterday, streamed them on our version of ESPN2, the Play Games Facebook page. We had the Los Angeles Lunatics late comeback bid fall short. They fell to the Vegas Bada Bings 22-18. Last conversion did not go through for the Lunatics, and they dropped to 1-1. The Bada Bings moved to 1-1, so they're in the middle of the pack in the Fury League. And then the other game was actually interesting. It was a very high-scoring game. Nashville Twang defeated the Gulf Coast Splash 54-32. The Splash got way behind early, but then made a big comeback in the third possession to make it 37-32, but then Nashville poured on the Heat in their final possession, and there's our final score, 54-32. So the Twang moves to 1-1, the Splash drops to 0-2, and tonight we're going to wrap up the week with the Big Fun and the Chill. The Chill last week kind of surprised the Twang. I think the Twang going in was everybody's favorite to finish in first and win the championship, perhaps, but Chill Chellebeck and the Minnesota Chill put an end to those ideas with an upset 27-19 win. The Big Fun, meanwhile, had little problem last week. They rolled past the Bada Bings 59-15. So we'll see who wins tonight. Whoever does will take undisputed possession of first place heading into week 3. All right, so we did the coin toss. We're going to do the coin toss a little bit differently moving forward, where obviously we have to do it off camera because we want to set the teams up before we begin the broadcast. So the team that wins the toss gets to choose whether they want to go first or last, or whether they want to be first with the strategy cards. The Chill won the toss, so they elected to go last, and that left the Big Fun with the option to take the first crack at the strategy cards, which of course they did. So the Big Fun will go on offense first, and they will also have first use of strategy cards. That's a kind of a big deal because both of these teams, the Big Fun particularly, are very offense-oriented, and most of their strategy cards are oriented towards helping the offense. So if the Big Fun doesn't score on their first possession, that will be notable and might come back to haunt them. So let's go. We can get started. Ball at midfield. Cap Costas at starback for the Big Fun. The lineup is Girth Miller, Kai Stevenson, Rollins Keene, Banks Shervashadi, and Cardoso Kawan on offense. The Chill made a couple of changes from last week's game, moving a couple of their offensive players to defense in order to try to slow down the Big Fun pass offense. So Acheri Coleman and Chance Ender are both playing on defense this week. The Chill will run with a 4-2 lineup, 4 linemen and 2 defensive backs. All right, let's get rolling here. And we're going to start I'm going to roll the dice down in this corner here so you can see. And we're ready to roll. Let's get going. We'll have Sean Payday calling first for the Big Fun. He's going to call for a run play. Chellebeck is going to do a gotcha. So it's run versus run. And we're going to roll a 19. So we're going on the Fury card. And that will be a short gain for the Big Fun. A 5. So they move up 5 spaces right off the get-go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost into the orange zone. Second down. Payday will call. Whoops. Let's just roll that again. Payday calls an audible. Chellebeck, look out. It's going to be a Fury defense. So audible versus Fury. So in those situations, the Big Fun are always going to opt for the pass. And we got a 4. That's going to go into the Chill defense. Looks like Sato Yoshimura's making the big rush into Cap Costas' face, forcing the incomplete pass. And that's third down for the Big Fun from the 5. And they're still in the white zone. Payday is going to call for a run play. And Chellebeck is in a pass defense. Ooh, that could mean trouble. 8. So that'll be Kai Stevenson for a medium gain on the run play. Let's see how many yards that medium gain generates. Could be a score, and it's 5. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, he's in for the score. And the Big Fun take the lead 6-0 on Costas' 6-marker scramble. So they're going to go for 1, which is a viable strategy in Fury football, because if you fail, you pin your opponent way back up against his own goal line. All right, so from the 1, Payday is going to call for a run play. Chil Chelebek is in a react defense. So let's see what happens. Run versus react on a 9. That is going to be Rollins Key in the center. Medium gain. That'll put another point on the board for New Orleans. They're up 7-0. They will then convert again. If you're unfamiliar with Fury football, you convert until you're stopped. A 3-point try now. 1, 2, 3. And this time, Payday is going to call for a pass play. Chelebek in the react defense. Pass versus react. Back goes Costas. It's a 5. That's into the Chil defense. And Takam Winter, if I roll a 1, it's going to be a conversion. Otherwise, it's a sack. And it's a sack. So Takam Winter gets in the backfield and dumps Costas for 2-zone loss. And that will end the possession. And Minnesota will take over on their own 5, with New Orleans leading 7-0. So Chelebek goes on offense. Tristan Snow is the star back for this game. He's got Dax Evans at a wideout position in box number 7. The line is made up of Iku Freeze, Morgan Descoli, Adele Porter. Both of those guys are new starters from last week. And Jan Hawkins on the other outside line position. For defense, the Big Fun, which is maybe their liability, not much of a liability, but they do have some penalty tendencies, and a couple of holes, small holes, but holes nonetheless. Puma Warren, the cornerback for the Big Fun, Matthias Ringer, Bender French. They play a 3-3 defense. Three defensive linemen: Hacker Bushrod, Pat Munch, and Tesmi Simone. All right, here we go. Chelebek is going to open up with a run play. Payday is calling a run defense. So run versus run, and a 2. That goes into the New Orleans defense and is a short loss, but he could be injured. Matthias Ringer on a 2-3-4 is going to get knocked out of the game. And that is a injury. But New Orleans does have their card, and they're going to go ahead and play the big gulp card, which will ignore the injury result. That puts the strategy card pawn back over to Minnesota, which may or may not prove to be a difference maker. So Ringer rings up a short loss of 5. Ooh, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be a 6-pointer for New Orleans on the Minnesota possession. That is not what Chelebek wanted. So New Orleans will get to convert again. A 6-point conversion. They're going for the dagger. 6-point conversion, and they'll get the ball back for their second possession after this conversion's done. This is a great time, by the way, in Fury football strategy. When you score on a turnover, that's the time to go for like the 10-point conversions, because you're going to get the ball back anyway. But 6-point conversion for Payday. He is going to call for a run play. Chelebek's got the gotcha. So it'll be a run defense against a run play and a 16. That should shut it down. Defender to 5 for the Chil. That's going to be Takam Winter again. Stops him for no gain. All right, so they do get the points. Let me put the 0 here for Minnesota. 6 points for New Orleans in the Minnesota half of the possession. So it's 13-0. New Orleans takes over at midfield. So Sean Payday, the second possession for the Big Fun. They are in the driver's seat right now. Looking at the Chil's strategy cards, they like the Big Fun, are very offensive oriented in their strategy cards. So they're not going to be able to do much to stop whatever New Orleans can do on offense. They do have a referee distraction card, which will cause the Big Fun to lose a down. They may play that if this play goes nowhere or backwards. All right, Payday with a run play call, and Chelebek's got a run defense. Well, that could set up the scenario I was talking about. We have a 7. Medium gain, possibly injured. So Girth Miller, let's see if he's injured first of all. And he is. Well, they lost their injury card, so Girth Miller's going to have to come out of the game. He does, however, Oh, it's only a 3-yard run. 1, 2, 3. So second down. So Miller's got to come out, and I guess they'll put in. Let's see who they've got as for options. They do have, yes, Wahoo Edmende, who's kind of an all-purpose player. Short gain, short gain. He's not great on offense, not great on defense, but one of the few players in the Fury football who can really kind of equally fill in on either side. So he'll come in on the line, and it'll be second down for the Big Fun. They're going to hold on that strategy card, but again, let's see what happens here. Payday calling for a... Oh, he got the long gain results. Got the boutique results, so that's probably going to put it in the end zone. And it does. So another 6 for New Orleans, 19-0. And Minnesota is reeling. Here's the extra point attempt from the 2. Let's see. 19-0 and going for 2. Payday is going to call for a audible. Here's a good chance for Chelebek to shut it down. He's got a 4 out of 6 chance of shutting it down. And he does with the react defense. So that makes it 19-0. You know, actually, for as dominant as the Big Fun has been so far, 19 points is not that much to make up in Fury football. Second possession. I need to move my pawn here. Second possession for the Big Chill, and let's see what they can put together here. So a pass play for Chelebek. Payday is in the he's in a gotcha defense in the orange zone. So pass versus pass, they cannot afford a turnover. Tristan Snow back to pass. It's 13, and that is probably going to be an interception. All right, so this is where they got to play their replay challenge. Or, you know, actually, they'll play the late flag. They get a better chance. So on a 2, 3, or 4, there'll be a late flag and a penalty on the defense. 2, 3, or 4. Here we go. Huge. That was huge. So wait a minute. There's it's not an interception. It's a penalty on New Orleans, which in Fury football is points, not yards. That will put the Chill on the board with 1 point. Wah, 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 wah. But they do avoid the interception. And they keep the ball. They repeat the downs. First down from their own 2.
First score, right?
Yes, that is their opening. There's 13-1. It's 19-1 right now. 19-1, yes. All right, so Chelebek is going to call a pass play. Payday is in the pass defense. I got to hand it to Sean Payday. He's calling a good defensive game. He's not particularly strong on defense, but he's got him twice in a row passing into the teeth of a pass defense. Player 7 is Dax Evans. Oh, that's a touchdown, or on a 5 or 6, a short gain. Here's a huge roll right here. I got to give the pawn back to. Let me move my late flag card and flip that over while we build the drama. So 5 or a 6, it'll be a short gain. Otherwise, touchdown, and it's a touchdown for the Chill. But wait a minute, let's see if the Big Fun. And they really don't have anything they can do on defense. So that's gonna ring up for the Chill, making it 19-7. And because they're down by more than a score, they will go for 10. Going for 10 from the midfield stripe. Chelebek is not afraid to take the risk. All right, so Chelebek's going to call for a pass play. 3 times. That's twice in a row. Sean Payday's figured that out. Will he do it again? No, he's in the run defense. Pass play versus run defense on a 10-point conversion. Are you kidding me? I'm going to move the Run Fury card out here. And here we go. And it's a 20. Okay, so that's going to be a touchdown, possibly intercepted. 5 or 6, but whatever happens, we're going to roll again for possible injury or penalty. So a 5 or 6, Tristan Snow is going to throw a pick. He does not. It is a 10-point conversion. However, we got to see if there's a penalty. 19. That's going to be a penalty on the defense player. Okay, they're obviously going to decline that. They'll take the 10-point conversion. So all of a sudden it's 19-17, and they will convert again. See, I told you, I had a feeling 19 points was not going to be enough to slow down the Chill. All right, so now they're within a score, so they will just roll 1, and they're going to go for 6. Chelebek's going for 6. Put it right there. Second possession for the Chill, by the way. All right, Chelebek's going to call for a run play this time. Payday is in the run defense. That is a good alignment for New Orleans. 19. That should stop it. Run defense, run play, run defense, 19. It's still a short gain. I guess if I roll a 6, it would score. Let's see if he does. Oh, a 6! Can you believe that? He just gets into the end zone for the conversion, and all of a sudden the Chill takes the lead. 23-19, 23 points on the second possession, and they'll convert again for 3. Well, the New Orleans fans are wondering, what the heck? What just happened? All right, Chellebeck calling for. Don't ever count Chellebeck out. All right, so it's a run. It's going to be a run play. Payday is in a pass defense. And a 16. That is not going to be good. That's going to be Starback run. Medium gain should be in unless I roll double ones. There's another 3 points for Minnesota. It is now 26-19. They'll convert again, this time from the 2. Payday needs to lock something down here. Looks like it's a medium gain. That's not going to do it. I don't think it can be stopped. So give them another 2 points. Another 2-point conversion for the Chill. It is 28-19. Now they'll convert from the 6. Chellebeck with a pass play versus a Fury defense. Finally, Payday's dialing up the Fury. It's a 5. That's going to go into the New Orleans defense, finally, and it's a sack. So Pat Munch busts through for the big sack, and it's going to be 4. So move back 4-1-2, back to the midfield stripe. That'll end the possession. But wow, the Chill, 28 points in their second possession. They now lead 28-19. However, back to New Orleans, and they've got their strategy cards, and they're mainly offensive in nature. So this could be a ping-pong back-and-forth type game. Third possession for the big fun, starting at midfield. Payday's calling for a run. Chellebeck's calling for a Fury defense. Run versus Fury. And we get a 9. That'll be Rollins Keene, a medium gain. It's 8 down to the 2. Second down. Looks like it's going to be an audible from Payday and a gotcha defense. Third down from the 2. A pass play. Chellebeck is calling for a react defense. Pass versus react. And 7. That'll be Wahoo Edamendi. The guy just came in. It's a short gain. All he needs is 2. And there it is. They're in for the score. And New Orleans now at 25-28. And they will go for 6. Going for 6. All right, Payday. Convert this, and they're back on top. It'll be a run play. Chellebeck is looking for a pass defense. Run versus pass. Well, that's a good lineup for the big fun. Rollins Keene again on the run play, medium gain. So they got to get 6. Looking pretty good. Here's Costas up the middle. And 6 it is. He's in. That puts the big fun back on top. 31-28. And they'll convert again for 3. This is a pretty crazy game. 31-28 New Orleans. And they're converting from the 3. Looks like it's going to be an audible. It's always dangerous calling an audible on a conversion. And Chellebeck. But Chellebeck is calling a pass defense. So in this case, it worked out pretty well. So they're going to obviously run it in, or try to run it in anyway. Run play from the 3. 17. That should work against a pass defense. We're going to the Fury card. It'll be a long gain. Yeah, that would have. I would get a minimum of 3, so that'll be 3 more points for New Orleans. It's at 34-28, and the next conversion is from the 4. Let's see what Payday calls. He hasn't hit his boutique rating very much. Of course, he's not going to hit it from the orange zone. That'll be a run play. Chellebeck's in the pass defense again. Once again, Payday outthought him. But we get a 20. Okay, so that'll be a long game that's going to most likely score. And it does, but we have to roll the d20. See what happens. It's a 4, so player 4 is going to be hurt. So give him the 4-point conversion. And that will make it, let's see, 25, 38, 28. 10-point lead now for the Big Fun. Player 4 is injured, though. That's Sato Yashimoto for the Chill. They're going to have to find somebody to come in. And they don't have a lot of depth on defense, particularly against the pass. Looks like their best option is going to be Ice Melendez, who will give up a medium gain on the pass, but will force a fumble on the run. Not that New Orleans runs very often. All right, so another conversion attempt coming for New Orleans, now up by 10. And they'll go for 3. Payday with a pass play. And Chellebeck is in the pass defense. Pass versus pass. So Chellebeck got him this time. And 17, that'll be an interception. I'm wondering if they've got yes, they do have a card. But you know what? I think they want to. All right, so they could play their tip drill, which would cause the. No, actually, I'm looking at this. No, it would not. That would turn an incomplete pass into a touchdown, not an interception. All right, so they don't really have a play to make. Minnesota's going to take over on the 3, but New Orleans now has the lead, 38-28. Ball goes back to the Chill. They got some work to do, but as we saw in the last possession, 10 points is not out of the question for sure. Chellebeck's going to call for a pass. Payday in the pass defense. And it's a 3. Uh-oh. That's Bender French. Okay, so it's a medium gain or a sack. 2, 3, or 4 is a sack. French, pressuring. He doesn't get to him. It's a medium gain. So it's an 8-zone gain. They dodged a bullet there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, Snow is under heavy pressure from French. Got the ball away, picked up 8. Second down. And Chellebeck's going to call. Oh, he gets. All right, there's his boutique rating. Medium gain. 4, 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knocking at the door at the New Orleans 3. Third down. Chellebeck says another medium gain. Well, there we go. His coaching genius is coming out now, and they're in the end zone again. It's 38-34. And the Chill will go for 4 to tie it up. Very, very big conversion right here. Chellebeck's calling for a run. Payday's looking for he's going to play it safe and go with the react defense. Run versus react. And a 12, that's Tristan Snow, medium gain. All right, so he's got to get 4. Should be doable with 2d6. And he got it. So that gives us a tie game. 38-38. They'll convert again. From the 1. Oh, that's smart. So if they convert, they get the lead. If they don't convert, the Big Fun's pinned. All right, so Chellebeck's going to call for a pass play. Payday is in the react defense again. Pass versus react. Player 8. That's going to be Iku Freeze, touchdown, or possibly penalized. A 1 will be a penalized result. Otherwise, they're going to convert and take the lead. Oh, but it's a penalized result. That's going to turn it completely around because New Orleans is going to get the points and the ball from the 1. They're going to get 1 point. 1 point. So New Orleans now clinging to a 39-38 lead as they begin their final possession from the 1. They do have their strategy card. They got the extra down card that they could play. They may need to play it here. First of all, they got to get away from that end zone. Payday's going to call for an audible. That actually is a good call. And Chellebeck is in the pass defense, so obviously they'll run it. It's a good call because you're not going to lose yardage on an audible if they get it right. You're just going to lose the down. And you don't want to, give up a touchdown here. All right, so they're going to do. Let's see, it's an audible defense. What I'm talking to myself. Okay, so they're gonna I guess they're gonna pass, right? Yes. Against a run defense, audible. All right, so 2 up into the defense. So long gain or intercepted. Colton and Nebney. Big roll here. The ball's going up. He's in position. He's jumped the route. 2, 3, or 4. He's going to pick it off, and he does. Huge. That'll kill that possession. But New Orleans. So that was a very quick end to that final possession, wasn't it? They've got nothing. They once again they cannot turn that with their card. They could turn an incompletion into something, but they're out of luck, and they're now going to have to make a play because Minnesota down by 1. It's 39-38. Minnesota is at the New Orleans 1. Final possession. All I got to do is just punch it in, and this game is over. Chellebeck calling for a run play. Sean Payday needs the gotcha. Well, it's just as good as a gotcha. It is a run defense. So run versus run. Let me get my Fury card up here. Tristan Snow sees the opening. He's trying to punch it in. It's a 9. Okay, all right, so it's Morgan Descoli on the offensive line. If I roll a 2, 3, or 4, it's a short loss. If I roll a 1, 2, or 6, it's a short gain, and the game is over. Roll of the game here. 2, 3, or 4, the game continues. And it's a 4, short loss. Oh my gosh, Pat Munch busts through for a 4-zone loss. What do you think about that? Second down. All right, second down. They're now outside the orange zone. Chellebeck's calling for a pass. Payday's calling for a pass defense. Oh my gosh. It's a 1. That is Puma Warren. Oh, okay, all right, so here it is. Puma, once again, the roll of the game. Puma Warren, it's either intercepted or he's penalized. 2, 3, or 4, he's penalized. On a 1, 2, or 6, the game is over, and the Big Fun will hold on. And here it is. Penalized. Oh, big penalty. All right, we'll see what the penalty's for. If it's a 1-point penalty, then it'll still be tied. There it is. It's a 3-point penalty. This game is over. And the Minnesota Chill win it 41-39. Well, wow. There were plenty of thrills and chills with that one. I mean, really, I seriously thought it just seemed, inevitable that the Chill were going to punch that in. And then they make the big play on defense. And then they make the bonehead play on defense. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Big Fun falls to the Minnesota Chill once again. Chill Chellebeck and the Chill knocking off the Giants, the Titans, the big player, the big guns, and they will move to 2-0, and are now the only undefeated team in Big Fury 6. Next week they will play. Let me check the schedule here. They will play the Splash, the 0-2 Splash. So it looks like they're going to have control of the league after 3 weeks. But then again, you never know. The Splash, their coach, Drown Schuler, is kind of on thin ice, so to speak, if I can mix my metaphors. He's suffered 2 blowout losses. And, the hubbub at league headquarters is, one more blowout loss, and he's going to be axed, and we'll find a new coach for the Gulf Coast Splash. So there's a little drama riding on the line next week for the Chill. The Big Fun will play the Lunatics, battle 1-1 teams, and the winner of that game will keep pace, or at least within striking distance, of Minnesota. So there you have it. Pretty exciting game. Our final score, once again, the Minnesota Chill 41, the New Orleans Big Fun 39. Thanks for joining us for Tuesday Night Fury Football. Hope to see you again next week. On Thursday night, we'll do the big reveal of the next Play Now game. Same time, same place. 6 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Eastern, here on the Play Games YouTube channel. Till then, have a great couple of days, and we'll talk to you soon. Good evening, everybody.